message. They term it Lag Driver Reset and Revalidation Program 2026. They said, are you an inactive driver, or do you carry outstanding debt or payment defaults on your LagRide account? This is your path to redemption. LagRide is giving every affected driver a structured second chance, not to penalize you, but to get you back on the road. Attend the free LagRide Driver Reset Workshop on Monday, 20th of April, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. I don't want to bore you with it. So when we got there, they said it was a reset program. Do you know what they came up with again? They said, if you don't pay $450, we are not going to re-onboard you. And most drivers said, how come the $450?
So were you owing? Because the message reads that if you have an outstanding debt, so are you guys indebted?
Now we are indebted. But in reality...
So what was because we need to lay a foundation for this conversation. What was the onboarding, the initial onboarding plan? You were given the car at a certain rate and then you pay back for maybe in a year. What was the plan?
Now, originally, the plan was a DTO, drive to earn first, which is you earn 10% of everything you make in a month. That was the original plan. Later, they switched to DTO, drive to own. That is a separate program on its own. Later, they came up with rentals. So it means you start paying on a daily basis. So you can see how inconsistent they've been. But the thing is, because of the situation of the country, we tend to still work. We work, and all of a sudden they came up with the issue of 450,000. Do you know, please, man, let me just ask you, just like I said previously, you worked with Nigerian Info. Are you not entitled to a sick leave?
Yeah.
Maybe if you are sick on the job.
Yeah.
Do you know, for us, if you are sick on the job, do you know they will still charge you for the day you are sick on the job?
What is the agreement that you signed with them? Is there any such thing that you cannot take a sick leave?
There are agreements. In fact, we came to the studio with our agreement. Now, for sickness, for what they told us in the contract is that if for any reason you are not going to work, your account is going to be they will pend it. That is, it's not operational that very day.
So it will be put on hold.
Yes, on hold. But what we discovered is that they used every opportunity to pile debt on us. I used to tell them,
so it was counted against you?
Yes, and I've got pictures where I sent to my RO, my relationship officer. I was sick. My leg was swollen because of for me driving for longer hours. I said, I'm going to the hospital. He said, okay, you can go, without knowing it's going to be counted against me. So these are our plight. My colleagues too, I will give them the floor to talk. Okay. But as time progresses, we will bring our facts. We are not here to dehumanize or to rubbish LagRide Pro. No, they are our employers. We still want to work with them. We are family men. We are family people. We have people that will feed. But the thing is, when injustice is being meant out to people and the government keep quiet, I mean, this will continue. We have a written agreement that was signed with them. In your written agreement, you state the way things will be done. You are deviating from what you stated, from what we signed.
And according to your story, they have changed the agreement 3 times.
Yes.
Great.
From drive to earn to drive to own to rentals.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I see that you're itching to talk. Come closer to the mic. Tell us, what exactly is your own qualms in this whole matter?
Yeah, actually,
come close to the mic, please.
Actually, I've been with LagRide Pro for the past 8 months, and in the last 8 months, I've seen a lot of policies changing.
I need to speak into the mic.
I've seen a lot of policies changing. So, the agreement I signed when I came on board was 10% earnings at the end of the month from everything I make, and I was only paid for 1 month. Then.
So how do you survive?
So after that 1 month, they came up with the program, rental, forceful rental, because at that point.
So you guys didn't agree to it. You were forced to.
But we revolted then. When we revolted, some people were laid off compulsorily. Because they see them as they are the one giving us the mind to face them. We are partners. They are not our employer. We are partners.
Which was the initial agreement, obviously.
That was the initial agreement. We are partners. So when they laid some people off, some of us continued, and what they said was that they will loan us. There's category of cars. The SUV is 450, and the electric vehicle, the EV, is 375. So
1,000 naira.
yes.
Okay.
So when we revolted and they gave some of us the chances, they told us that they will loan us the 450 without the agreement, and we were still talking about this thing. There were talks going on the ground that this renter is not what we signed for. So at the point in time, they brought out another agreement, which they gave us. I can't call it. They gave us some minutes to sign it, because what they told us was that if you don't sign this agreement, you won't take the vehicle out.
And you still signed it.
Yes, most of us.
So that
as
means
most of us were signing it, we were writing the dates that we were giving the agreement. Prior to that date, we were not being paid from, let's say, from last year November up to this moment. So, and they were piling up debts on our accounts. So if we are opportune to be paid a certain amount in a month, they will go and minus from the debt on your account. So since October now, I have not received a dime from LagRide Pro.
How are you surviving?
I get tips and I have other means of survival. Most of us have businesses that we work on.
I'm really confused.
It's part of the people they laid off back then.
I'm really confused.
Yes.
And at every point, were you as a group going to the government to let them understand that this was the plight or this was the experience that you were having as drivers? Was there any, before now, I'm not talking about now. I mean, when you were forced into the previous agreements, did you go to the House of Assembly, for example? Did you put out a statement as a group, to let, at least the government know that this is what you were experiencing?
One thing they know how to do was that they know how to divide us. So the moment we are trying to bring ourselves together to face them, they come with a motive that, okay, you still have some money that you can just top up. You don't have some money, you have money, you can still go on. So with that motive, someone that they told that, you have some money, you can still work, will definitely withdraw himself. So that's what they do most times.
You were laid off.
Yes.
I'd like to hear your story.
Yeah, but before I started that, I believe let's start from the origin. Though what brought me personally into the company is a flyer that I saw that if you are willing and want to be a professional captain drivers, this is the flyer that brought me into the company. Saying that, okay, I can say it, but I cannot read. Saying that if you are willing to work with LagRide Pro, because LagRide Pro, that you'll be earning 250.
So let me read it out. The
Right.
eligibility criteria.
Yes, ma'am.
Minimum educational qualification is national diploma. That's an ND. You have to be aged 25 to 35 years. Mandatory documents: valid driver's license, your NIN, your LSDRI, your LSRRA. 2 guarantors who reside in Lagos. The program benefits is what I want to read quickly.
Exactly.
Certified professional LagRide captain certificate. Did you get that? Were you all given?
Some of us guess that.
Some of you got it. You earn up to 250k to about 400k monthly.
That is not true, ma'am.
Access to brand new vehicles and a smartphone. Access to life and health insurance. Is not there.
Yeah, life insurance is not there. The car is insured.
But do you have a health insurance?
No life insurance, no health insurance, only the car. Yeah.
And then, of course, the last program benefit is unlock vehicle ownership in just 6 months.
That is. This is what exactly that brought me personally and a majority of us into this company.
You sound like you wouldn't have done it if not for that.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Both. It was by the days of our enrollment, because we also pay 50,000 naira for registration. It's stated there because maybe over 5
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just 50,000 not refundable. So it was during the time of our onboarding that we are told that.
Hold that thought. We're going to go on a break, Lagos. When we come back, we'll talk more on this issue. I don't think it's a one-day conversation. We'll have to keep talking about it. We'll be right back.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
Back with everything food, back with everything drinks, back with everything good. Celebrate the return of a season, cause we're back with everything. Back with the way the way they make sense. Back with the bomber with the conscience. Back with the juice, back with the sauce, the chicken Alfredo, and the fries like a tornado. We're back with everything. Back with the cocktails and the jollof rice. Atarodo with the sauce, the real spice. Back with the master chefs, master classes, and drinks to make your heart go. Back with the brunch, packing the punch. Back for your lunch, your dinner, your breakfast, and back to your lunch. Supporting small businesses and promoting enterprise week. The GT Co Food and Drink Festival is back from Friday, May 1st to Sunday, May 3rd at the GT Center, Plot 1 Water Corporation Drive, Uniru, Victoria Island, Lagos. The GT Co Food and Drink Festival, promoting enterprise.
Since 1984, Sunu Assurances Nigeria PLC has practiced insurance business in Nigeria. Today, as a member of the Sunu Group with presence in 17 African countries, we move forward towards becoming the leading insurance business in Africa. We invite our valued shareholders to participate in our capital raising of 9.3 billion naira through a rights issue of 2,075,285,714 shares of 50 kobo each at 4 naira 50 kobo per share on the basis of 5 shares for every 14 shares held as at Thursday, 12th of February 2026. The acceptance list opens Monday, 13th of April 2026 and closes on Wednesday, 20th of May 2026. Hurry, collect your rights circular and complete your acceptance form to retain your beneficial holding in the company. Consult your stockbroker or professional advisor for guidance. Sunu Assurances Nigeria PLC. Insurance, our business.
Yeah, so this is Jolly Johnny on the streets. How well do you know Maggi chicken flavor? Oh yeah, spell celery.
SELARIE. Celery.
Bros, you want turn am to salary? Okay, spell turmeric.
TURMERIC.
Yes, so
Turmeric.
correct. One carton of Maggi chicken flavor for you.
Maggi chicken flavor with onions, celery, and turmeric. My game changer.
Rabulon show with another one. With the ointment with for strong pains when it is stop. Like arthritis and muscle aches. Rub extra mentor. You rub extra mentor. Baba, it ain't walk by the water. Sister, it don't have show.
Rub extra mentor tuntun yìí ní èròjà márùn-ún tó jẹ́ kíbi tí ìrora bá wà kó sì fún ọ ní ìtura.
Lo Rub extra mentor lónìí, ó gbóná wọlé, ó yára ṣiṣẹ́.
Bí àyípadà kò bá sí lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ méjì, yọjú sí dókítà.
Now this smart cash way, they know they chat shishi. No be cha-cha-cha, now it's how smart cash. Steady on my lane, every payment seamless. No hidden charges, everything transparent. Star 939 hash, oh yeah, clock it. No be cha-cha-cha, I'm on a zero charges. I'm on a zero charge.
Zero charge if you test me fine. No be cha-cha-cha.
Every transfer smooth, no extra billing, no shit.
No be cha-cha-cha.
Smart cash, now the way everything stay, no shit.
No be cha-cha-cha.
No be cha-cha-cha. No be cha-cha-cha.
Stop. That bass is off.
It still sounds good.
It's good, but it's not good enough.
Can I get an Amstel Malta, man?
Being your best lives in the details. Again. Yeah, better, but still not your best. Being your best refines you. Aha, yes, that's it.
Being your best is not just about dreaming about it. You also have to work towards it. Amstel Malta. Be your best.
Lagos, Nigeria. Your incredible football experience is back. It's Goal Fest 2026, the 10th anniversary edition. Join thousands of fans for the ultimate football party. Big screen action, live DJs and a hype man, games, food, and non-stop football vibes. And of course, live performances by some of Nigeria's biggest superstars. Goal Gold Fest is happening Saturday, May 30th, 2026 at the Balmoral Convention Center, Victoria Island, Lagos at 2 p.m.
Register now at www.goldfestnigeria.com.
Come and experience football like never before. Gold Fest 10th anniversary.
Sponsored by Squadron, Dark Rum, supported by Indomie,
Proudly refreshed by Pepsi.
It's actually a Gold Fest.
On your first day on the job, this is what your pension fund investment sounds like. On your first new job, bonuses, promotions, not forgetting that big move. Promotion. When you get a bonus for good performance. Followed by promotions, partnership. Until one day you retire. You see, the value you enjoy tomorrow is earned today. And with Crusader Sterling Pensions, we work harder to make sure you get a better deal on your investment when the time comes. So live the life of an MVP, most valued pensioner, knowing that Nigeria's MVPFA is working tirelessly for you. Creating wealth for retirement. Crusader Sterling Pensions, a member of the Custodian Investment PLC Group.
Yes, so this is Jolly Johnny on the streets. How well do you know Maggi chicken flavor? Oh yeah, spell celery.
SELARIE. Celery.
Bros, you want turn am to salary? Okay, spell turmeric.
TURMERIC.
Yes, so
Turmeric.
Correct. 1 carton of Maggi chicken flavor for you.
Maggi chicken flavor with onions, celery, and turmeric. My game changer.
Is that Alfie playing football in the rain?
It's Toby Chio.
My goodness. When did he grow up?
That's it with kids, though. It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
My guy! You sabi say you need health insurance, abi? Yeah? God forbid, I know they sick. Calm down. This one they different. Whether you sick or you no sick, you go still flex.
Yeah. You mean I'm?
Yeah, now.
Yes, there's a new way to do health insurance with New Health, where you enjoy accessible and affordable health plans and much more. Visit newhealth.ng now to start. New Health, your win-win partner.
Dr. Eli, see you. This one is cheaper. Hey, let me quickly buy it.
Cheaper for your pocket or cheaper for your mouth? Your mouth works every day. Give it full-time care with double herbal basil toothpaste with no harmful chemical. Where basil helps protect your gums, ginger fights germs, and mint keeps your breath fresh all day.
Full-time care sounds better. Strong.
Real oral protection.
Stop. That bass is off.
It still sounds good.
It's good, but it's not good enough.
Can I get an Amstel Malta, man?
Being your best lives in the details.
Again. Yeah, better, but still not your best.
Being your best refines you.
Aha, yes, that's it.
Being your best is not just about dreaming about it. You also have to work towards it. Amstel Malta. Be your best.
Now this smart cash where they know they chat shishi. No be cha. Now it's a smart cash. Steady on my lane, every payment seamless. No hidden charges, everything transparent. Star 939 hash. Oh yeah, clock it. No be cha. I'm on a zero charges. I'm on a zero charge.
Zero charge if you testify. No be cha.
Every transfer is smooth, no extra bidding, no shit.
No be cha.
Smart cash, steady way, evidence stay, oh shit.
No be cha.
No be cha. No be cha.
everything where you they do, we they see your efforts. As you they share love with your family, we appreciate the gesture. Our oil, we there for you, putting care in every drop for only 200 naira. Make we join you, spread love. We they show love, oh. For all the times where you trust us with your cookies, see you, oh. I wanna bring this 200 naira sachet too much. You're the reason for the season, you know. Come enjoy the sachets, just 200 naira.
Grab your Power Oil mini pack sachets for just 200 naira.
Power oil, hey, power oil.
Timing changes everything, especially wealth. The right move, the right market, the right moment. When opportunities open up globally, you don't want guesses, you want clarity. With Standard Chartered, your wealth is built with insight, managed with global expertise, and protected across international markets. So every move you make is deliberate, and every decision is informed. Email prioritybanking.ng@sc.com to start. Opportunity doesn't announce itself. You meet it prepared. Now's your time for wealth.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development and the care they need with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics to help your child's digestion and development, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. And all of these work together to support your child's development and growth today and tomorrow. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
Paying for insurance is like carrying an umbrella, just in case it rains. But what if it doesn't? With regular insurance, you get nothing if you make no claim. With Noor Takaful Insurance, you might just get cash back for the next day.
There's a Noor way to do ethical insurance. Noor Takaful Insurance, where you win by claims which are paid promptly or win by profit sharing. Visit noortakaful.ng or download the Ra app to get started. Noor Takaful, your win-win partner.
Yes, so this is Jolly Johnny on the streets. How well do you know Maggi chicken flavor? Oh yeah, spell celery.
S-E-L-A-R-I-E. Celery.
Bros, you want turn to salary? Okay, spell turmeric.
Turmeric.
Yes, so.
Turmeric.
Correct. One carton of Maggi chicken flavor for you.
Maggi chicken flavor with onions, celery, and turmeric. My game changer.
LG Duo Cool mosquitoes away. Air conditioner keeps mosquitoes far away. LG Duo Cool.
And because LG cares beyond products, eligible customers can access free malaria insurance upon purchase of an air conditioner from Fuani showroom or any authorized dealer store nationwide.
Update. Here's the gist. New Good Mama detergent delivers express cleaning and fragrance boosters for extra freshness. All in a fresh new pack made for your upgrade. Try today.
Good Mama, the washing is fast. Good Mama, my fabric is barely fresh. Good Mama, express cleaning. Good Mama, my laundry reason to smile.
There's a reason she's a good mama. Express cleaning, extra fresh.
Yes, so this is Jolly Johnny on the streets. How well do you know Maggi chicken flavor? Oh yeah, spell celery.
S-E-L-A-R-I-E. Celery.
Bros, you want turn to salary? Okay, spell turmeric.
Turmeric.
Yes, so.
Turmeric.
Correct. One carton of Maggi chicken flavor for you.
Maggi chicken flavor with onions, celery, and turmeric. My game changer.
It's a brand new day, I'm feeling stronger. Yeah, I fit to do anything, you know. I fit to do my work now. Yesterday was tough, but I don't repair, I don't recover. Yeah, see me as a fresh. Now they ask me how would I do them. Like me, I say I still in the way. If I capsule, I'm for liquido. Yeah.
Repair and recover with Astamine, a blend of amino acids and multivitamins.
Stay updated
stay locked.
Are we not seeing it like it's a thing that has been planted and is growing fruitfully?
We talk about justice. How we get justice in Nigeria as it is.
Struggle to understand whether we at war.
When a lot of people are saying that government have hands in this insecurity in Nigeria.
They die on a daily basis. Enough is enough. We must put an end to it.
We know that Nigeria government, the law was made by the rich for the poor to obey.
It wasn't as worse as this, and I came to church with my suit and tie. I carried placard from church. We marched the streets of Lagos.
A number of men on maternity lines talking about how their partners have been behaving after childbirth.
It would have been better if the president did not even visit at all.
And take it to the National Assembly, because if they can sleep at night, not worried about whatever it is that we are going through.
The conversation continues right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
This is Hard Facts.
40 minutes gone past the 4 o'clock hour. We're still here with some LagRide drivers who have been complaining about the horrible circumstances in which they have had to work for some time. And then all of a sudden, they've been given new terms of reference, ones that they don't necessarily agree with. One of them obviously has been laid off, and he says he has a lot of evidence and things to refer to that have happened under the watch of Miss Mildred Ekanem, who is the executive director of LagRide, and Diana Sheng, who is the head of, I think, GAC Motors, both who partner, together to give us what we call LagRide here in Lagos. And I'm thinking that LagRide and GAC Motors as collaborators have a right of reply. So whatever these men say today in the studio, Diana Sheng and Mildred Ekanem can come here to the studio and explain to us or tell us otherwise, because these men have said that they have evidence. And I want to hear. So, sir, you were telling me that you want to start from the beginning. Let's see how fast you can go because of time. We don't have too much time. So in less than 5 minutes, paint us a picture.
Was into a lot of us into the complaint is one thing is that you told us there will be insurance.
So you told me that there is no health insurance. There is no.
Like that. We only had it.
It's no vehicle insurance. No health.
It's only vehicle.
Only vehicle insurance. There's no health insurance.
No, nothing like that.
No personal insurance.
Nothing.
But this was promised.
Yes, it was promised. Even during the time of onboarding, during our training, it was also spoken on a video by one of their past acting manager, which is Jubril Arogundade, because he's been off there for now because has an issue with Diana Chain too. So, but nevertheless, a lot of things that were promised that we were promised, none were able to get. We were able to get to our hands.
You showed me a video of the place that you were made to sleep and the bathroom.
Yes.
That most of you slept on the floor.
Yes.
But you promised beds.
We were promised that there will be bunks, this and that, next with everything, but there's nothing there. Even one of the windows is not there. So a lot of us just consider we cannot be sleeping here. Because
why do you have to sleep there? Let's start from there.
The reason is that if we closed, because we close very late, depending on how the trips take us and depending on how the trip will last. So a lot of us come back by 11, by 1, and then we cannot go home by that time because there won't be vehicle to take us home because we have to park the vehicle. And some of us that have tried it, that have tried to ply that road, especially that Mobolaji Johnson Road, at night is either you are robbed. Majority of us have been robbed there. So instead of that, we just let us stay back. So by we staying back, there's nowhere to work for us to what? To sleep. And then we say, okay, let us try to come back early. But we have not met the target. That will also keep us back outside. So and then this go on for a while. We notice that each time, because then they run on 10%. Those LEDs, they run on 10%. Anything you make in the month, if you make 1 million, you are entitled to 10% of it. If you make above that, you are entitled to 10%. So that is how we are being run. And then according to what we signed and according to what had brought us into the company, it is after 6 months, you unlock drive to own. But according to what was told, what we were told that you may not even get to 6 months before you are unlocked to drive to own. Because when you look at your performance.
Has any of you unlocked it?
When we are there, when I was there, none. we're just like a radio or audio words. So, but we could not get that. But after a long while, when we know that it's getting to the end of the month for them to pay our 10%, they come out a lot of schemes. A lot of things that, okay.
So you believe that these were gimmicks, not
yes,
in order not to pay you?
It is. Direct. So, but however, a lot of things start to happen. Then they also promise us a new phone and a SIM. I get phone, I didn't get the SIM. I use my money, personal money, for my data, for my call client. So these are all what has been going on.
And you still give all the money to LagRide?
Yes. So it was let me just, because of my time, what really made me to be laid off out of the company and out of the existence of the company is that after a while, by the end of the month, they told us, well, by the end of October, they said, if you don't, we are going to scrap what brought us into the company, which is drive to hand, to move to drive to hold, which they are going to scrap those two things, and they're going to move us to.
So you were no longer driving
rentals.
to earn; they wanted you to drive to own, meaning that you have to do more work to own the vehicle.
Yes, but they told us those two things has been scrapped.
So you couldn't own anymore.
No more owning. So what they are now moving to, because they said that 30th December is coming then. So they told us that they are not going to include. They are going to put a particular price on, which is going to be prepaid. You must pay the money first, which is 450,000 naira. For if you want to drive XUV, which is the GS3, and which is GS3, and then GS4, which is the saloon, and then if you want to drive the electric cars, that is 375,000 naira per week. Yes, and then you will still park the vehicle by 10 p.m. and then you will take it up by 6 a.m. Failure to do that, you'll be penalized, which is 5,000 naira per night. This continued, then I personally did. So what they now start to call us, then Mr. Ore, Mr. Collins, and Mr. Demola called 5 of us. I was part of the people they called. So they called us into a room meeting saying that from now the management can no longer run the drive to hand, which is the 10%, and drive to home, which we're supposed to make up by after 6 months. And then mind you, I have already approaching my 6th month. I'm looking at my 6 months in front of me, and it's looking at me. So because of that, they scrap those things. They say if you cannot pay down 450, which is prepaid, not postpaid. So they thought if you prepaid, if you have to pay 450, and I said I don't have this money. They said then you have to drop the vehicle. So later on, they now start postpaid. That is why a lot of them now start to have a lot of debt on their on the dashboard. So if you do not pay 450. So everything you work in a week, they are entitled to it. Nothing is coming to the drivers or the captains.
So you just work for free?
Yeah. The only thing we only live on is based on the quality of the riders we had on LagRide.
Yeah.
I can tell you for free. I have a friend which was part of this move. When he saw a lot of things and he reported to one of his rider, he told him, say, bro, come and carry one of my Camry Big Daddy. That now as I'm talking to you, the guy is no more on platform with us. Because we have a lot of competent and profile-bred people on LagRide Pro.
So you've talked about some of the way that you've been treated by those at the top. You said you were telling me a story off air. Quickly, I want to do that before we open up the phone lines because everyone's talking. I will bring you guys back next week. It has to be an ongoing conversation. You talked about the fact that the first time you had to meet the head of GAC, you guys were made to stand on the street.
Yeah. Thank you for reminding.
Tell me that. I'd like to hear.
Okay, I think there was a particular day we had to meet the chairman, which is also called Diana Chain, to meet her because they want to award some of the 5 drivers that are performing better, which are meeting that demand, which are meeting that target and above. And then before then, we were all told to come with our vest and everything, dressed neat, and then we are all assembled outside of the compound, and then we are now calling 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is how we are calling. And then was when
you were assigned numbers as names.
Yes, we are calling numbers as if we are a soldier or we are a primary school student. I didn't even know what to call ourselves then. So and then this go for hours. Yes, including the staff were also part of us that assemble, but not with our own line, but at the side of the. I can have the pictures here. I can show you. So they are like majority of the staffs, the head of the operations, the ROs. We have more than 2 ROs.
So relationship officers.
Yes,
for the benefit of those
yes,
who don't
and
know
the
what
compliance officers, they're told to line up at the side while we line up 2 to 4, 5 lanes and everything. And then all of a sudden, because we are there for an hour, one of the driver, an elderly man for that matter, was tired, feeling fatigue, a lot of fatigue. Then the man about to fail. And then the next thing that one of the head of the operation called Mr. Tola, I forget his surname now, Mr. Tola, rushed down quickly to that particular scene and then helped him with what? Bottle of water. Do you know that our manager, our
chairman,
our chairman,
Diana Cheng,
told the guy that he has been fired because of what he did. He did not obey our word. And then the guy just stood there. He could not say a single word. We're just looking at all the scenario. Though the guys have finally resigned. After a while, after much begging, the head of operation, then, which happens to be Adetola, something, finally resigned. Thereafter, the whole thing continued like that. And then, mind you, enough of drivers that have been doing profitably well and bringing enough of good money into the company. You know what they are giving? They are giving them 5-star flag.
Sorry, that was what they were rewarding them with?
Exactly. The one that do a little bit
after
lower.
standing in the sun for hours.
Yes.
5-star flag.
Yes.
No money, nothing.
Nothing was really aside from 5-star flag. And then there are 2 types: 5-star flag, and 3-star flag. So the people, when we asked them, what is this for? They said, so that your rider will know that you are 5-star general on LagRide.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to laugh at your predicament.
It's funny. Okay. So just to fast track a lot of things. That the other thing, we also have a meeting with the former acting president Jubril Arogundade in the office, and then we are trying to talk about we cannot pay 1 million of caution fee. There's another 1 million of caution fee that also input. 1
million
of caution fee if you want to move to drive to home. If you want to take if you want to take the car home.
I thought they scrapped it.
No.
Before then.
Before it was scrapped.
Yes. That is why, in order to buttress that we don't have life insurance at all, nothing like that, not an health insurance.
I'm running out of time, guys. This is a conversation that has to continue. I'm hoping, and this is me begging, asking that Mildred Ekanem, who is the executive, who is the executive director of LagRide, please, we would love to hear your side of the story. Miss Mildred Ekanem, it would be such a delight to have you come tell your side of the story. And maybe Miss Cheng, who is she's the CEO of GAC.
Yes. Sorry, one more. I think some weeks ago, one of my guys chatted Jubril Arogundade on X, on Instagram.
Okay.
These are the word of Jubril Arogundade, which is Jubril of Lagos. He said, "Who is this?" He said, "Who are you? Why do you send this kind of message?" Because the guy was saying that all what your platform is what they are running with. The guy said, "I don't work for LagRide again since last year November." Look what Jubril said here. Take note of this. He said, "The slavery system of Chief Diana cannot continue in Nigeria, and I will not accept it. So I walked away from it."
Interesting. On that note, Lagos, we will bring these guys back because there's a lot to tell us. I have one who had an accident with one of the vehicles. I was told, I can't verify it, I'm not a car expert, that the electric vehicles are a death trap. Again, I would like for Miss Mildred Ekanem to come and debunk all of these allegations that have been made by these gentlemen who say that they have been working under some sort of slavery under LagRide, and the terms of service have not been abided by. Of course, they've reneged over and over again on the contracts that they've signed, and some of those contracts they say they signed under duress. It's a big issue, and they, on the other hand, cannot afford to get a lawyer to help them with this issue because they have no money. I wish I could get you to join the conversation and call in, but today is not the day. They will be back here next week, Wednesday. We'll continue the conversation. Let's see how we can help these people. And I would like to call on the Lagos State government to get involved in this matter. It's very important. It's very important. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming. We've got to go, Lagos. On the other side of the clock, let's talk about the cost of living crisis. When we return, our economist will be joining us. Stay with us.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens.